Welcome back to the podcast. I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't already, make sure you follow the show, leave a review, and share this with a friend. That's how we keep growing this community who want to feel strong, confident, and actually in control of their day. So, today we're talking about something that I believe is the foundation of everything: routine. Not motivation, not a 30-day reset, not a finish line. Routine is the fuel of results, and routine is the only fuel that actually lasts. So many times I hear all of you have tried all of these programs. It wasn't sustainable. It didn't last. So routine is the only fuel that actually lasts. What's going on in our world? The shred is underway. Super excited, super proud of all of my shredders. Also, I'm doing the shred with my husband, Ron, which I'm super pumped about. He's doing an amazing job. What I'm most proud of right now is he's sticking with his workouts. He does the 15-minute Train with Kate workouts that my sister has made for him. We do them together. I love the fact that we're doing it together. As our kids get older, a lot of your connection was with your kids and what your kids were doing. My husband and I, we've been together for a very long time, so we were very well connected before we had children, but we're just getting back to kind of hanging out together. So I love that we're working out together and it feels so good. In the clubhouse, that is the membership. Super pumped because we're all leaning into the brand new cookbook. If you're interested in joining the clubhouse, I will put the link to that in the show notes. So, the clubhouse, I love it because it kind of fits in with this theme for this podcast. There's no, I'm done now. You don't finish this and go back to your old habits and expect to keep or have results. You build something you can actually live with. So, inside of the clubhouse, that is what we support. So, today I'm going to give you 4 ways to stop starting over and actually build results that last. And I'm going to walk you through what this actually looks like in real life because I know you're busy. I hear it. I hear it all the time. I'm busy. Everybody in my life is busy. I never hear, I'm not busy at all. I have nothing to do. So you've got kids, schedules, practices, work, and somehow you can manage all of that, but not yourself. And that's what we're going to fix today. Way number one, show up even when you don't want to. Show up even when you don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to meal prep. I don't want to cut up the veggies. Maybe I don't even want to get the groceries. Maybe I don't want to do my lower body workout. Show up even when you don't want to. And that's what's different. I show up for all of those things even when I don't want to. Okay? Perhaps you have a vision. Just keep showing up. Not perfectly. You're not going to be motivated every day. Just show up. There is no end. There is no, I'm done now. And this is where I see busy moms struggle the most. You have a routine for everyone else. Your kids are where they need to be, practices, games, lunches, school, drop offs, everything's handled. But when it comes to you, you'll say, I'll work out if I have time. I'll make myself a big as salad with protein if I have time. I'll meal prep if I have time. I'll get to it later. I'll start Monday. Sound familiar? So let me give you a real life example. You wake up at 6, you get your kids ready, you pack lunches, you get them out the door. Now you have a window. And instead of saying, I'll see if I feel like working out, you decide at 8:30 I work out. That becomes your routine. Not a question, not a debate, because the truth is you are already disciplined. You just haven't applied that discipline to yourself yet. I'll give you an example. My husband, so he works very long hours. He'll work 2:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. and then he'll come home. And of course he's tired, but he and I decided, before your nap, for your quick nap. Let's do your workout. So when he gets home, there's no negotiating. He doesn't talk himself out of it. We go right to the basement and we get it done. So that is his routine. Way number two, structure your eating, stopping the mindless snacking. So let's just talk about something that is quietly adding up, snacking. You're busy. So what happens? You grab a bite of your kid's food, a handful of something while cooking, you finish their leftovers. You're not sitting down to eat, you're grazing, and it feels harmless, but those small bites, they all add up. So research shows that eating multiple small meals can actually lead to consuming a couple hundred extra calories per day compared to fewer, more satisfying meals, especially when those snacks are calorie dense. If you think that you're just grabbing a handful of nuts, those are calorie dense. If you think, oh, I'll just have a spoonful of peanut butter, that's calorie dense. If you, at all three meals plus snacks, eat your child's leftovers, those all count. And over a month, that's 2 to 3 pounds. So let's kind of paint the picture here. You're at the hockey rink, you didn't pack anything, you didn't have your macro-friendly diaper bag because you're not in the clubhouse and you're not in the shred. You grab a snack and then another. Or you're home making dinner and you're eating as you go. As you're making dinner, you are eating. So that's not a routine, that's reactive eating. The shift, structure your meals. Decide, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I sit down. I don't scroll while I'm eating. I eat and I move on. No more grazing. And be sure that those meals are packed with protein and volume, such as, veggies and berries and Greek yogurt and egg whites and all the lean proteins that you love. So, way number three, start your day with protein. Fuel, not fumes. So let's talk about mornings because this is where your day either sets you up or sets you back. And a lot of times, if you don't get your protein in early, you will find yourself craving sugar at night. Okay. So maybe a busy parent looks like this: coffee, maybe a muffin, maybe nothing, and you're running out the door. Then 90 minutes later, you're starving, you're irritated, you're grabbing whatever's easiest. So, let's think about a different way to approach this. You wake up, you don't have time to make anything, you grab a protein bar. That's 200 grams of protein, under 200 calories, done. Or you grab a Greek yogurt or hard-boiled eggs. These are all very simple, easy to grab. So now you're fueled, you're stable, you're not chasing sugar all day because, ask yourself, are you running on fuel or fumes? Because when you are fueled, your mood is better, your patience is better, your decisions are better. And yes, this affects everything, even how you show up for yourself and for your kids. A lot of times when we are at tournaments, my husband will run into Sheetz and he'll come out with donuts. And I'm like, that is not going to fuel you, but I know that that is what he's used to having. And I just see the pattern. An hour and a half later, he is hungry. And of course, I pack all of the things for tournaments, so I have food to give him. But that was just an extra that really didn't help him. So I know I'm kind of picking on him, but maybe this is you. Maybe you're just going through Dunkin' drive-through and getting a coffee that's 2, 3, 400 calories, and then you're hungry an hour and a half later because you're not fueling yourself. Way number four, control your thoughts. Interrupt the cycle. This one hits because this is where most people quit. And this is what's different about me. We talk about the hard stuff. So you have one day off, you miss a workout, you eat something you didn't plan, you feel guilty having wine or peanut butter cups, and your brain goes, see, you can't do this. I'll just start over Monday or next month or the next year. You're already messed up. And that's the cycle. And for busy people, it happens fast. Okay. So let's say you plan to work out, your kid gets sick, your schedule blows up. Now you're frustrated. And instead of adjusting, you spiral. Okay. That's not the situation. That's your thinking. A negative thinking is linked to higher cortisol and inflammation. This is not just mindset fluff. This is physical. So what do? You interrupt it, you catch it, you say, okay, today didn't go as planned, but I'm not quitting. You go for a walk, you journal, you reset, you work out for 5 minutes, you do some squats while your child is napping, air squats right in the baby's room. Because just like lifting weights strengthens your muscles, practicing this over and over strengthens your brain, those pathways in your brain. And the more you do it, the faster you will bounce back. So, routine is the fuel. Routine is the fuel of results. It's the fuel for weight loss. It's the fuel for muscle definition. It's the fuel for feeling better in your own skin. So, not motivation, not perfection, not waiting for a finish line. So many of us still have that dieting mentality where they're waiting for the finish line. The fuel is the routine. There's no, I'm done now. There is just showing up again and again and again. Cast another vote for your future self. And here's what I want you to see. We already have routines. You just need to include yourself in them. If this hits home, share this episode with a friend who needs it or family member. If you're ready to stop starting over and actually build something that lasts, come join us inside of the clubhouse. It opens in June. I only open it one time a year to the public, and we are opening that in June. So, always doing better than you think you are. I'll talk to you next time.